Hello, friends. Welcome to today's football prediction of Betkraft. Right, today is another beautiful Tuesday morning, and it is the sixth day of the month of August 2024. And today we have lots of games going on across the globe, and including the UEFA Champions League qualifying matches and also Europa League qualifying matches. All right. In a short while, we'll be looking at these matches one after the other. Some of the very interesting matches, I promise you. And I want to use the opportunity to actually ask those of us who are yet to subscribe to our channel to kindly take our time to hit the subscription button down there so that you don't miss out on our subsequent games. That will be coming up on this channel on a very daily basis. All right. That being said, it is time to head to the business of the day. Without further ado, we'll start with the very first game. It is the UEFA Champions League qualifying match where Midtjylland of Denmark will be coming up against Ferencvaros. Okay, when you look at the situation, as usual, we'll take a look at how both teams have fared from the recent games, and also look at their performances from the home and away perspective. So when you look at the home side, Midtjylland, in the past 6, they have been able to achieve 3 wins, 2 draws, and 1 loss in the past 6 games that they played out so far. Ferencvaros, on the other hand, have been able to achieve 4 wins and 2 draws in the past 6 last games that they played so far. When you take a look at how this side have fared from home and away perspective, Midtjylland, playing from home in the past 10 home games, have been able to achieve 6 victories in the past 10 home games. They've also had 3 draws as well as 1 loss in the past 10 home games that they played out so far. That goes to show that they've only lost a single match, that match against Midtjylland, where they lost that by 2 goals to 3 on that occasion. And they were able to get points from the other 9 games that they played out from home. And looking at their away side, on the other hand, Ferencvaros is also a very strong side, seeing that they've only lost just 1 match in the past 10 away games, but they've been able to achieve 8 victories and 1 draw. They've won 8 games, they've had 1 draw, and just a single loss in the past 10 away games. That tells you that this is a very strong side, and you can see that in all the away games that they played out so far, aside the one that they lost, they've been scoring in all their away games that they played out so far. They've been scoring more than 1 goal in each of the away games that they have played so far. And we saw them playing out a 2-2 draw against West Ham. That tells you that this is a very strong side. So putting all that together, we know that it's a very tough decision to make who wins in this very encounter. Also, looking at the last time both teams met, Midtjylland and Ferencvaros, the last time they met, saw Midtjylland defeating this side by 3 goals to 1. And prior to that, we also saw Midtjylland winning from away by 4 goals to 2. That was 2017. But in this very occasion, our verdict is actually both sides scoring. Seeing that Ferencvaros have always scored, even when playing from away, and Midtjylland is a very good side as well, and they're expected to score too in this very encounter. So it is both sides to score. That's our verdict for that very encounter. And that takes us to the next game for the day. It is also UEFA Champions League qualifying match where Malmo will be up against PAOK Salonika of Greece. Okay, when you look at the recent games for Malmo FC, they've been able to achieve 3 wins, but they've had 3 losses as well. And PAOK Salonika, on the other hand, the Greece side have been able to achieve also 3 wins and 3 losses in the recent 6 games that they had so far. When you look at the performances from home and away perspective, see that Malmo have been able to achieve 8 wins in the past 10 home games that they had so far. They've also had 1 draw as well as 1 loss in the past 10 home games that they had so far. That goes to show that 80% of their home matches have resulted to them achieving victory in the past 10 games. But the away side, PAOK Salonika have been able to achieve 4 wins from away, 1 draw as well as 2 draws as well as 4 losses in the past 10 away games that they played out so far. And that goes to show that 40% of their away games have actually resulted to win. And but again, the Greece league is actually much more stronger than the Swedish league. And PAOK Salonika is a very strong side in Greece, as we know, and we know that they're doing very well at the moment. And in this very encounter, seeing the way Malmo lost out to Kyiv, in the last qualifying match, we do expect to see. We also saw Malmo losing out to Cyrus, in the league match in the last home game that they played out. So it goes to show that, at the moment they're not getting everything right. So we do expect PAOK or Nika not to lose outright in this very game. It is away win or draw. That's our verdict for that very game. Okay, that takes us to the next game for the day. It is also UEFA Champions League qualifying match where we'll have Salzburg will be up coming against FC Twente of Holland. All right, Salzburg, Red Bull Salzburg have been able to achieve 5 victories in the past 6. They've also had 1 draw, and Twente have been able to achieve two wins, 3 draws, and 1 loss in the recent 6 games that they played out so far. So we look at the performances from home and away perspective. You can see that Red Bull Salzburg have been able to achieve 6 victories playing from home. Okay, they've also had 2 draws as well as 2 losses. Okay, they've also had 3 draws as well as 1 loss in the past 10 home games that they had so far. The only loss was against Storm Graz, where they lost by 3-4 on that occasion, and but they've been doing very well. And the last home game that they played out saw them defeating the Sheffield Wednesday by 4-0. Okay, and the away side FC Twente have been able to achieve 3 victories from away. They've also had 4 draws as well as 3 losses in the past 10 away games that they played out so far. And when you put all this together, we do expect Salzburg, to rise to the occasion. Red Bull Salzburg to win outright in this very game. It is home win. That's our verdict for that very encounter. And that will take us to the next also UEFA Champions League qualifying match where we'll have Dynamo Kyiv coming up against Rangers. Okay, and Dynamo Kyiv have been able to achieve 4 victories in the past 6 games, and they've had 1 draw as well as 1 loss. We side Rangers FC of Scotland have managed just 2 victories, but have lost 4 games in the past 6 recent games that they have so far. And when you look at how they fared in the home and away perspective, you can see that Dynamo Kyiv have not lost a single match in the past 10 home games that they played out so far. They have been able to win 8 games, and also they've had 4 draws in the past 10 home games that they had so far. And the away side Rangers FC have managed just 1 win. They've also had 4 draws as well as 5 losses in the past 10 away games that they had so far. And when you put all that together, it is Dynamo Kyiv, the home side, that is likely to achieve a result in this one. And our verdict for this very game is actually the home side to either win or draw and under 4.5. Our verdict is home win or draw and under 4.5. That's our verdict for that very game. And that takes us to the next, also UEFA Champions League qualifying match, where we'll have Sparta Prague of Czech Republic coming up against FCSB of Romania. So when you look at recent games for both sides, you could see that the home side, Sparta Prague have 5 wins in the belt in the past 6 games that they played out so far. They also had 1 draw, and also FCSB at the away side have managed to win 2, also having 3 draws and also losing 1 in the past 6 games that they played out so far. So when you look at how both teams fared from home and away perspective, you can see that for the home side, Sparta Prague, they've been able to achieve 7 victories from home. They've also had 3 draws. They've not lost a single match in the past 10 home games that they played out so far. And away side FCSB, on the other hand, have been able to achieve 6 victories from away. They've also had 2 draws as well as 2 losses in the past 10 away games that they played out so far. And in this very encounter, it's a very difficult one to call, but I'm going to go with Sparta Prague, who is playing from home, saying their form, their recent form, how they've been winning their home matches, and we do expect them to win out in this one. It is home side to win. That's our verdict for that very game. And that takes us to the next game for the day, which happen to be the last for the day. But this is Europa League qualifying match. We'll have a Petrocub of Moldova coming up against the TNS of Wales. And Petrocub have been able to achieve 3 victories in the past 6 games that they had, and they've also had 2 draws as well as 1 loss. And the away side, on the other hand, TNS have managed to achieve 2 victories, 3 losses as well as 1 draw in the past recent 6 games that they have so far. And when you look at how these 2 teams have fared from home and away perspective, you can see that Petrocub have been able to achieve 9 victories in the past 10 home games, and they've had just 1 draw. And away side, on the other hand, TNS, playing from away, have been able to achieve 6 victories playing from away. They've also had 3 losses as well as 1 draw in the past 10 away games that they have so far. It is a very tough game, seeing that TNS is also a very strong side for Petrocub. Mind you, have been doing very, very well of recent. Towards the tail end of last season, we saw them doing so well, winning all their home matches, and Petrocub is not going to lose this one as well. And we do expect to see home side Petrocub either winning or drawing in this very encounter, plus under 4.5. That's our verdict for this very game. Home win or draw and under 4.5. That's our verdict. And that brings our predictions for you today on Betkraft to a conclusion. All right. I wish you the very best of luck, and I hope your ticket goes great. Remember to also to play responsibly. It's only a football game. It can go either way. That being said, also remember that it is always good to split our games. You can split it. In that way, you'll be able to win more frequently. All right. That being said, tomorrow is another day, and we'll be coming up with our games on this very channel. But until then, keep winning.